On page 221 and 222, we are going to talk about polynomials. So that sounds scary, but a monomial is just one term. A polynomial has two or more algebraic terms. So it can have numbers, variables, exponents, all of that. So we could have something like 4x squared minus 3x plus 1. You could also have something like 5x minus 4y plus 3. So you can have different variables, you can have exponents, and you can have constant terms. So I haven't been super picky before, but this time that is going to tell you to write them in standard form. So standard form needs to go that the exponents are going in decreasing order. So you're going to start with your biggest one, and work your way down. So that's what it means to be written in standard form, is that you have to start with your highest exponent, work your way down until you don't have an exponent. So we're going to go ahead and do all the odd problems in this video. So if you look at number 1, we just are rewriting this. So it doesn't look like there's an exponent, but remember that has a 1. So basically your constant term, your plain number, always has to go last. So this would be rewritten as negative 2x plus 7. Make sure the 2x is negative and your 7 is positive. When we look at number 3, this is your biggest exponent, so 10a squared. Then we have an a and a plain term, so this needs to go next, and you need to write minus 2a. That minus needs to come along. This is a positive 25, so plus 25. Number 5, when we look, we have an exponent of 3, so negative 4p to the third goes first, and then this one, minus 2p squared, and then a positive, so plus p and plus 1. So all of your answers need to be written in standard form. So we are going to add and subtract polynomials. The way you do that, like it says, is by simply combining like terms. So we've actually already done this. It's just now we need to make sure they're written in standard form. The only reason there are parentheses there is to separate the two different polynomials. With an addition problem, you can just ignore the parentheses. If they bother you and you want to rewrite it without parentheses, you can, but you really can just leave them there and match them up. So 7x plus 4x gives me 11x, and then we have a 15 and then a minus 9. So again, it's like a plus and then a minus for the 9. So 15 minus 9 would give me 6, 11x plus 6. All right, so again, you can just ignore all these parentheses here and just realize it's a plus sign between the 2k and the 7k. So just match up your like terms. Again, we need to start with our k. So we have negative 2 plus 7 would give me positive 5k. Oops. And then negative 4 plus 23 would give me plus 19. Number 11, we have c squared as our highest exponent, so 7 plus 6 gives me 13c squared. And then we have 2 minus 8 gives me negative 6c. For 13, first we need to notice that our x squareds are the highest. So 6 plus 5 would give me 11x squared. You can cross those off. Here we have a negative 5. So don't forget when there's that minus sign, that makes it a negative 5 minus 8 would give me negative, so minus 13x. Can cross those out, and then we have 8 minus 7 would give me positive, so plus 1. So when there's additions, I will do 15 quick. So again, our y squared is our first one. So we have 1y minus 5y would give me negative 4y squared. Sorry, y squared. Can cross those out. Then we have another negative 1, and plus 4 would give me plus 3y. Cross those out. Negative 18 plus 10 would give me negative, so minus 8. So again, when you're adding, just ignore the parentheses and combine your like terms by combining your coefficients. We can also subtract. So the only thing is you have to make sure you distribute the negative. So this one you will want to take 2 steps. It's just like distributing a negative 1 that we've done in the past. So we would have 7x plus 2. That just comes straight down. So your first one doesn't change. This one becomes minus 5x minus 3. Distributing that negative or the negative 1 through there. So now we can do 7 minus 5 to give me 2x. 2 minus 3 to give me negative 1. 2x minus 1. Number 19. A lot of times people think the 4 m's cancel out, but they don't. So again, bring the first one straight down, then distribute the negative, or if you need to think of it as a negative 1, that's fine. So another minus 4m minus 6. So we have negative 4 minus 4, which would give me negative 8m. And then 8 minus 6 gives me plus 2. 21, again bring down 8w squared minus 7. Then I distribute the negative or the negative 1 minus, oops, I forgot the w with my 7. Minus 3w plus 2w squared. So you have a negative there and a negative there, makes it a plus. We're going to start with our w squared since we're going to put it in standard form. So 8 plus 2 would be 10w squared. Negative 7 minus 3 would give me minus 10w. Again, you can't put those together because they're not like terms. They have different exponents. 23, 7x squared minus 6x plus 5 minus 5x squared minus 3x plus 17. So again, you're distributing a negative or a negative 1. So you're basically just switching the signs around. Start with our x squared. 7 minus 5 would give me 2x squared. Negative 6 minus 3 would give me negative 9x. 5 plus 17 is plus 22. And finally 25. 3a squared minus 4 minus 3a minus 5a minus 5a squared plus 7. Again, we're going to go in standard form, so our a squared needs to go first. 3 minus 5, negative 2a squared. Then these two right in the middle, negative 3a minus 5a would give me minus 8a. And then negative 4 plus 7 would give me plus 3. Go ahead and pause and come back and check your answers for the last few where it has it all mixed together. So for 27, it's an addition, so we can just line them up. Negative 4 plus 1 would give me negative 3k. 2 plus 39 would be plus 41. 29 is subtraction, so I'm going to rewrite my first set. Distribute the negative or the negative 1. So minus 3p squared minus 14. So standard form says I need to do the p squared first. That would give me 10p squared. Negative 1 minus 14 would be negative 15. So 10p squared minus 15. 31 is also subtraction, so I'm going to rewrite my first set. Then distribute the negative, so minus 3x squared minus 5x minus 7. So x squared's first, 2x squared. Then the x's, 14 minus 5 would give me 9x. And then negative 15 minus 7 is negative 22. Sorry about the interruption. 2x squared plus 9x minus 22. And finally, 33 is addition, so you do not have to worry about rewriting it. Just match everything up. 6a squared plus 3a squared would be 9a squared. Negative 4a plus 3a would be a negative 1, so just minus a. Negative 5 plus 7 would be plus 2.